Hi, I'm Alex with the Revolut Insider, and in this series, we'll uncover the stories and experiences of team members from around the world, highlighting how their diverse talent and creativity embody the culture and values that define Revolut.
I think I've grown as much as the company has grown.
Have the ability to solve complex problems with the ultimate goal to provide value to the customer.
And I think when you have all of these different perspectives, put our heads together and come up with the perfect solution.
We just launched the bank, so this has been something in the making for a while, and we're very, very excited.
In a city that never stops moving, where finance, tech, and culture work in sync to shape what's next, it's no surprise the city continues to attract talent from every corner of the world. Welcome to London. We're here at Victoria Park in London, getting ready to meet with Elyas, a product owner who brings the same get-it-done mentality to his work that he does to running marathons. Hey, Elyas.
Hey, Alex.
How are you?
I'm good. How
Nice
are you?
to see you. Good, thank you.
Welcome to London.
Thank you. It's cold, but it's nice to be here.
Not that cold.
Elyas, I wanted to ask you, you've been at Revolut now for over 5 years. You started as a junior strategy and operations manager. Now you're a senior product owner. What's it been like for you during this time?
Well, yes, 5 years. Time flies, especially in the lifetime of Revolut. It's like a long time. But yeah, no, great stuff. I think I've grown as much as the company has grown itself in all of that time. I'm not the only one to have had these opportunities to go step by step, to be given, great projects to work on.
And speaking of opportunities, I know that you've been involved with bringing some cool new features to market, like the Revolut Ultra plan. What do you think are the parallels between your hobby of running marathons and the work that you do?
I run a lot during the week. I try at least. Sometimes it's hard to make the decision to go running if you have a lot of work, if it's high intensity.
If it's cold.
If it's cold, it's not that cold. It's not that cold. Obviously, sports bring discipline, work brings also discipline. It's an important value to be quite structured in the way you approach things.
Focused too.
Focused. So there's a lot of parallel between both, and they both help each other. I would say it's quite reciprocal. And then at the end of the day, once you have done that, you've done your work, you've done your run, then you can just enjoy the rest of the time, chill.
Chill. Yeah, it's chilly now, actually.
Chilly, yeah? You want to go run?
I think so. Let's go.
All right, let's go run.
Hi, Francesca.
Hello, hi Alex.
How are you?
Great to see you.
Thank you for having me.
Well, welcome to Revolut Global Headquarters.
Francesca, tell me about this space.
Yeah, so first of all, we are in the heart of Canary Wharf, as you can see, in the middle of the financial district for London. It's a very big space. We are organized around 4 floors. It's 100,000 square foot in total, and it's a fantastic space overall.
And what message does our new headquarters here send both to employees and to the local financial community?
Yeah, this was a very big step that we took. This is first and foremost a big commitment to the UK. This is where Revolut was born, and this is where we're committed to stay and use as our global springboard for growth.
Yes.
For employees, this is a big signal of how much we care about bringing people together, allowing them to create, collaborate, and work together in different ways.
Yes.
As you know, we're very committed to flexibility in our ways of working. When you come to the office, you need to have a space that allows really true collaboration, exchange of ideas, and creativity in a way, right?
Have that flexibility to work the way you want to, and whether you want to come to the office or not, but definitely a space to collaborate.
Different ways of working.
Yeah. Can we take a look?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, okay. Kyle invited us to watch him and some fellow Revoluters play a friendly football match during their lunchtime. Kyle, you come here every Tuesday to play football.
Yeah, every Tuesday lunchtime, the pitch is just around the corner from the office, and we've got a Slack channel to organise the teams.
And I'm sure it's people from different areas of the business that come together?
Yeah, people from all different areas of the business. Yeah. It's really nice, given we've got this remote first culture, to get down in person, do something a bit more social on lunchtime.
Yeah, I'm glad that you're able to interact with people that you wouldn't normally meet at work, let's say. And from these different departments, from the different teams, how do you think that diverse perspectives show up in the way that our team approaches challenges?
So, we have people in like operations managers roles or product owner roles that come from all of these different backgrounds. So, military backgrounds, manufacturing backgrounds. I myself, I was in recruitment before I was in operations. And I think when you have all of these different perspectives, put our heads together and come up with the perfect solution.
Think deeper.
Think deeper.
Anna, and you're a sales manager here at Revolut. What does a typical day look like for you?
Sales manager at Revolut are really treated like the owner of their own businesses. So we have full autonomy to organize our day and our team however we see fit. So we typically start with a weekly meeting where we review performance and achievement from the week before, and we align on objectives and priorities for the week to come. A lot of time is spent with the account executive one-on-one, focusing on coaching. So we enable them to improve, grow, hit their goals. So this is done through reviewing calls and demonstration, providing feedback, sometimes jumping on clients' calls.
You mentioned jumping on clients' calls because account executives are the ones that are actually working with customers.
Exactly, and we also help them bridge the gap between sales and compliance, product team, or the other team we work with.
Yeah, a lot of times people don't necessarily associate sales with finances, but why is the sales department necessary in a company like Revolut that's offering financial services?
Businesses don't typically change their banking arrangement and financial services arrangement casually, so they really need that human interaction. And Revolut Business has become one of the major growth levers for the company, and sales is a big part of this. So we need to ensure we have the best talent out there to promote the value of our features to all the customers.
Can you tell me how the sales department is structured here at Revolut?
Of course, different business profiles have different needs. So the sales department is broken down into different functions. So we have the inbound function, which helps customers that signed up on their own get set up. And then we have customer acquisition function. So all the way from small and medium businesses to enterprise businesses. This team deals with more strategic partnerships. And you might have heard of our Erlingus partnership or Booking.com partnership.
Yeah, of course, yeah. So really allowing customers of all sizes to take advantage of the value of Revolut Business.
Exactly, yeah. Alex, I'm sorry, I have a customer call, but I'll see you later.
Please. All right, catch up with you then. Business calls. Elyas, you were recently recognized as one of Revolut's 10x award winners for bringing eSIM to market. What did it mean to you to be recognized for this achievement?
It's a great achievement for the team, honestly. I don't think eSIM was the product that was the most expected by people, but customers love it. It's super nice for people in operations, marketing, designers, developers to be able to receive that kind of award.
You mentioned people weren't really expecting Revolut to come out with an eSIM feature, but what goes into this, out of the box, forward-thinking mindset of yours?
I think it's the company's obsession to innovate. Everyone is pushing the boundaries to be more creative, to think outside the box in everything we do. So yeah, it's part of that environment that I think bring this kind of like mentality in all of us.
Well, can't wait to see what you come up with next.
Me too.
How long have you been on this new team now?
It's like 6 months now.
Okay, yeah. How's it been?
Good. Good. It's a big change.
Yeah, I'm sure. I think you're missed on the recruitment team.
Yeah. I still get a lot of messages.
You're on the expansions team now. I feel like we keep hearing about Revolut kind of launching a new market every other week almost. What goes into this hyper-growth strategy?
First and foremost, there's this small army of people behind the scenes that are working really hard to launch all of these countries. Looking at it more day to day, what we do is we identify the countries we want to launch into. We then map out all of the requirements that we'll need to meet in order to launch in that country.
And you as an operations manager, what role do you have in kind of the launch of these new locations?
So my role predominantly is looking at this roadmap and then project managing the whole thing from end to end.
Okay.
So we have a bank of like scoping tasks, so we'll scope out all of the requirements in granular detail, and then we'll take these requirements and pass it on to the teams to implement or implement them ourselves.
Okay. Yeah, you're actually seeing the impact of your work. Congratulations on your role, and thank you for helping Revolut to try to reach 100 million customers in 100 countries.
Thank you very much.
Francesca, you mentioned Revolut's commitment to creating 1,000 new jobs over the next few years. Sometimes people don't necessarily see Revolut as a long-term career option. What do you think is behind that belief, and what's the reality?
Yeah, thanks for asking, Alex. So this was actually my impression as well before joining Revolut. However, now I must say the opposite is actually happening when I see what's happening on the ground. More and more we do have people that come from established players in the industry, very high profile ones, and they reach out because they want to continue and they want to have a long-term career at Revolut. So it's not unusual that they do receive CVs of application for people that are like a Goldman and they want to move here, which you wouldn't expect, right?
No, yeah.
But I think it's because especially young people, they realize that the future of financial services will be very different. They see day in, day out, especially now with AI, machine learning and so on. And so they realize there are very few players in the industry that can shape their future, and definitely Revolut is on the forefront of it.
Hannah, and you have team members from around the world. What is it about London that you think continues to attract global talent?
London has a strong cultural richness in terms of museum, food, nightlife, festival, architecture, etc. But most importantly, it's one of the most interconnected and international cities in the world.
It's true.
So when people arrive here, they immediately find a community, networks, opportunities that really make them feel like they're part of a bigger thing, regardless of their sector, their origin, their differences, etc.
Yeah. And how does living in such an international city shape the way that you connect with customers?
When you're exposed to so many people from different culture on a daily basis, you really sharpen your sense for diverse perspective. Which not only helps you communicate better, but it helps you identifying what matters and the needs of customers with different backgrounds.
Yeah, because we know that sales moves fast. So how do you maintain the energy to keep up?
To keep up, I really try to take care of myself outside of work. So I do a lot of Pilates, which is very relaxing. I take a lot of neighborhood walk like this one, especially on days like this. This really helps me clear my head, which makes sure I'm sharp when the pace picks up.
And I'm sure also be an effective leader for your team.
Exactly.
Yeah. Elyas, Revolut recently launched mobile plans in certain markets. I know you and your team are behind that, just like eSIM. What was behind Revolut's decision to get into telecommunications?
I think it's like a super strong statement that we're not only here for your day-to-day finances, but we want to go beyond that. We want to become your ultimate lifestyle partner.
Yeah. You as a product owner, it's almost like you're a mini CEO over the features that you oversee, because you're kind of managing everything end to end. But how do you manage that level of responsibility?
It's a good analogy. I think product owners need to have an opinion and need to be accountable for everything. Not only purely strictly their design, their products. So you need to get out there, become a little bit like a conductor and make all of these people interact with each other that have quite different languages.
Being the captain of the ship and driving it forward in a way.
Exactly. And it's a difficult task, but it's also made so much easier with the really good people that we have at Revolut.
Yeah. Well, I wish you much luck as you continue to launch Revolut Mobile in different markets.
Thank you.
I think that there's a big congratulations in order for you.
Yes, I think you're really spot on. We just launched the bank, so this has been something in the making for a while, and we're very, very excited.
Let me ask you, Francesca, what new features can customers in the UK expect now that we're live as a bank?
that is probably the most exciting part of what we're doing. A lot of new features, new products. So as I mentioned before, being a bank allows us finally to offer customers what they've been asking for the last few years, so that they don't need any other bank. So our goal is to really become a primary banking partner for everybody. And at the end, nobody should need anything else. So we are going to launch personal loans, credit cards, and maybe even more later on to serve customers, young people when they need it. And then investment products. Investment products are really, really important. Really important today. That's where I need to stop. But probably there will be much more happening in the next few months.
What advice do you think you would have liked to hear when you were younger?
Well, a lot of advice, but one above all probably comes to mind. Don't be afraid and take a little bit of risk. And when you're faced with a choice, always think, would I regret it later? So this, call it the no regret rule, right? So instead of thinking, what risk am I taking if I do this? Always think, what if I don't do it? And what will I regret in the future? And that is a great guidance for making choices, making the right choices that are more consistent with who you are.
So take a little bit of risk. It'll pay off in the end.
It will pay off.
Yeah. Francesca, thank you so much for being here today and talking with me about what this next chapter for Revolut looks like now that we are a live bank in the UK.
Thank you, Alex. Thanks for having me, and look forward to what's next.
Yes, we're just getting started.
Kyle, where are we?
So Alex, I brought you here to Fairgame in Canary Wharf, because operations is all about strategy and it's about timing. So we're going to put that to the test today.
All right. And when it comes to strategy and timing, what is something that the operations team and expansions has to get right every time?
So I'd say the most crucial thing for us is making sure that we have all of the indicators and we have the right controls in place to make sure we keep our customers' finances safe.
Of course, yeah. And what lessons have you learned outside of work on how to balance your personal ambitions with, finding time to enjoy the city you live in?
So yeah, I'd say I'm probably both quite ambitious and also I love living in the city that I do. So for me, it's all about separating the time between work and that time to enjoy the city.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you're able to find a chance to do that and those opportunities, whether it's to join the Revolut football team during your lunch break or coming to places like this.
Yeah. So should we go play some games?
Let's do it. Yeah.
Nice.
All right. This week in London, we've met a few Revoluters who are turning bold ideas into meaningful action, all while balancing what matters most to them. They remind us that Revolut is powered by its people, those who propel us towards what's next and beyond.
It's chill actually. It's cold.
I can do this. Revolut Mobile, coming soon. There's no one there. Oh. And I still missed. Sorry. Cold.